Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into my purchases from Beauty Habit. I picked up some fragrance related products and a nice little body butter. So we're going to get into the details of each product and we're going to do a whole fragrance sample first impressions of the brand Etat Libre de Orange. And I have 20 samples to share my thoughts with you, and that includes really most of the fragrances from the brand. Not every single one, but a lot of them. So that will take up most of the video, so I will leave the fragrance part at the end. But let's get into my order. I picked up 3 things because they had a sale. If you spend $100, you get 20% off. There are some branded exclusions, but I was able to find some really nice things and things I've always wanted to try and was waiting for a sale. So I picked up the Neom Organics. This is the Bedtime Hero Magnesium Body Butter. And this scent is Chamomile, Ylang-Ylang, and Cedarwood. And it is a kind of a sleep lotion, meaning that has essential oils in it that are supposed to relax you and help you fall asleep. This is 200 milliliters, 6.76 ounces. And these are generally, I want to say, over $40. And I got this 20% off. And it says it has 100% natural fragrances. It has shea butter, vitamin E, grapeseed oil, 11 essential oils, and magnesium to help you relax. The magnesium, I've heard, good things about, so I wanted to get a lotion with that in it. It says you're supposed to massage a equivalent of a heaped tablespoon all over your body and do some mindful breathing. They have different scents, so this isn't the only one. I believe they have some lavender ones, which I'm not really a fan of. I wanted to choose one that I would enjoy the smell of, and this has chamomile, which I do really like. And I just want to show you the texture real quick. It's a little bit hard to squeeze out, and I think that's because this is a stiffer lotion. This is pretty thick. Doesn't have a whole lot of slip or wetness to it. It is very creamy. I put on a lot there. It's a little bit of a struggle to blend in. It is very strongly scented. So if I wanted to use this before bed, if I wanted to, feel a little more relaxed, I might concentrate it maybe away from my face, on my legs or something, or just use it pretty sparingly around on my arms and stuff. Even though it does smell good and it does smell really relaxing, it's kind of a lot. We'll see. I haven't really used it at night yet, so we'll see like if it dissipates or anything like that. But you can certainly get the essential oil benefits from this one because this is not a weak formula. I wish it spread a little bit better first impressions. It is fairly thick lotion. I have some sunscreen on, so I'm actually getting some pilling from putting this on top. This is a fairly thick lotion, so a little bit is gonna go a long way. Otherwise you're gonna get some pilling like I just experienced. You may want to try before you buy because these are not cheap lotions. So if you can get your hands on like smelling a sample just to get a sense of whether or not you think this will help relax you or make you fall asleep. I think scents are really personal, and some scents make us feel relaxed and others don't. I personally don't think lavender is my favorite scent, and it doesn't really make a difference in relaxing me, but it is a popular herbal scent that many people enjoy. So they have several versions. I do think this is mostly about it smelling good rather than like the lotion aspect, to be honest. But I'm glad I got to try it. I also picked up a diffuser from Carriere Freres. This is in Sandalwood. Comes in this nice, beautiful box that you cannot see. There we go. And this is what it looks like. I already put the reeds in. And it has this beautiful glass bottle. And I'm going to put this in my bathroom. So it's going to be in a small space. And I have to say, like, just trying it out for the first time, it's not like super strong. It's not going to be overwhelming. So I don't really know how these work because I don't use these that often. But essentially you want to dip the reeds in the liquid and then turn them over, and this part that's exposed is what scents the room, not really the liquid inside. So every so often, according to the directions, you're supposed to flip the reed to get the scent in the room. So the first couple weeks you flip it once a week, and then every 4 days after that. And it says it's supposed to last like 10 weeks or so, depending on how big your room is, if there's sunlight, if there's a draft. That will tell you how long this will last. My bathroom is pretty small, so I'm hoping that this lasts quite a long time. There is 6.4 ounces, 190 milliliters in that bottle, which seems like, I don't know, may seem small, might seem large. But when I looked at other diffusers on Beauty Habit, there were some other ones that were smaller, but this was actually not bad for the price per ounce. So it was a larger bottle and it was less expensive than if I bought 2 smaller ones. So I wanted to try this out. I don't really use like this kind of stuff in my bathroom. I don't like using like Febreze or like air freshener sprays. So I thought this would be a nice touch to the restroom, keep things smelling fresh. And I think Sandalwood smells really nice and clean. Oh yeah, really, really fresh, not too woody or anything like that. I have bought a candle from this brand before for the holidays. This is the Siberian Fir and Dadess Rose. I really like the scent of this. This is becoming a really great option for like natural smelling candles and such. I have been a fan and probably will continue to be. And I got a little sample. I think this is a soap. This is a lavender. No, it's actually a wax sample. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this, but I got this in my order. Little wax sample. Maybe if you had one of those melters, you can melt wax melters, you can melt that. And let's get into the little samples I picked up real quick before we get into the fragrance box. So I got a little sample. So I got another, this is kind of funny. So I ordered the Etat Libre de Orange sample box. It has 20 samples in it. And then Beauty Habit also sent me an extra sample of the same brand, which I thought was funny. And then I got a Darphin Hydra-Skin sample. This is intensive skin hydrating serum. That's kind of nice. Darphin is not super popular in the US. I got a Diptyque fragrance sample, Dusan, which I already have. I got a Dr. Haushuka Soothing Cleansing Milk. A Christoph Robin Cleansing Volumizing Paste with clay and rose extracts. Last but not least, I received an R&Co Gemstone Colored Shampoo and Conditioner sample. So these are really nice, good sized samples from Beauty Habit that I did not choose, but happy to receive, and it's kind of cool that they have a little wax sample. Alright, on to the fragrance trying portion of the video. I've been really diving deep into fragrances, and I've been exploring a lot of different brands, a lot of different categories of fragrances, and This brand kept popping up in a lot of things I was reading and watching. Etat Libre de Orange. This is their sample box, which is pretty incredible. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It says juices that are created to extend the confines of perfume, to break the rules, to rebel, to exist at last. And that is the bottom. This is gonna be fun. This is like a great gift. I love a perfume sampler. As a gift, you might have to pay for the one full price or promise that you're gonna buy this person a full bottle, but I think the idea of trying scents before you buy is really smart. And then so these are the 20 that we're gonna try out together. I hope you're ready. I did end up reorganizing them by scent category. So this isn't the entire line, but it's a good chunk of them. And I believe every sample box, what you get is random. You don't get to decide what comes in here. But you can always buy samples from different websites if you're looking for a particular scent in that you would like to try, especially if it's more limited edition or just rare. I think the bestsellers are probably guaranteed to be in here, but we're gonna go through the ones that I have. And it comes with a bunch of testers, which I want to save because trying a whole bunch of perfumes on your skin, wiping them off can be pretty exhausting. So I like a little sample card. Of course, what it smells like on your skin is different, but if you just want to kind of smell something for the first time, it's nice to have these little papers. Also comes with a nice booklet to describe each fragrance. And as I said, not every fragrance that they have is going to be in your box, but you'll get to see which ones you didn't get and which ones you have. A little bit of background on this brand. The creator is Etienne Deswart. He's the insane, famous, naughty founder of Etat Libre de Orange, a Parisian perfume house where fantasy reigns supreme. Let's get into it. So we're going to start. There's a couple new releases. I have one of them. She was an anomaly. I have most of the best sellers, and then we have strapping leathers, subtle sweetness, floral fatale, innocently fresh, and then online exclusives. So starting with new releases, I have She Was an Anomaly, and this is a woody floral. Each of these samples has 2 milliliters, which is pretty standard for a sample bottle. And it comes with a nice sprayer. Ooh, nice sample packaging. Has the logo on there. I have to admit, when I first saw this brand, I saw that every bottle had this on the stickers, so I thought, oh, I didn't realize they had names on them and they were all different, so you really have to look at the words to know what the bottle is. I thought they were all like the same one, but definitely not. So let's spray this one on. I'm gonna try to utilize these papers, so I'll probably use 2 for each paper. So this is She Was an Anomaly. Kind of like the names of these fragrances. Okay, this is fresh. I don't know that I smell a whole lot. It'll be a challenging brand for me. I'm gonna spray again. All it says about this one is woody floral, a singularity, a difference, a woman you will never understand. The perfume was a subtle yet unique blend of iris enveloped by musk and sandalwood. Okay. I don't know if I'm getting a whole lot of musk. I really can't put my note. It is floral, but not very strong. It's like a fresh floral. Weird one to start off on, but you know, moving on. Now we're gonna go into bestsellers, and we're gonna start with Remarkable People. And this is notes of spicy citrus. This has a slightly more yellow color than the first one. Same packaging, seam design, I should say. Okay, this is a little bit more, okay, I can smell this. I don't know if she was anomaly, just kind of was one of those scents that is a little bit more minimal. Remarkable People definitely stands out. Very orangey. Nice, like effervescent orange, like a, almost like a soda with like a hint of orange, kind of like a 7-Up, but with orange in it. It smells really refreshing, a little bit sweet. If you love citrus, this smells really good. I don't know, it just smells like soda pop to me, but like not like a super sugary, like syrupy soda pop, like a really light effervescent one. Almost like a Bellini or something like that. You know who you are. We raise a glass, an olfactive toast to those who defy convention, to the remarkable people of our free state of Orange, to you, effervescent citrus bubbles over a celebratory pop of champagne and spiced heart of defiant sandalwood. I don't know if I smell sandalwood, but I definitely get that beautiful effervescent soda pop vibe. Oh, that is nice. That was really, really nice. Okay, I like that one better. Fat Electrician. This is one of the ones that I was like, okay, I gotta try this brand. Funny, this one's called Fat Electrician, but on the other half of it, it says semi-modern vetiver. Okay, this is another bestseller. So different than the last one. I love how different these all are. This definitely smells a little bit more woody. Not as much citrus. A little bit of muskiness. I could see this being a little bit more gender neutral, masculine leaning. It's clean, but woody. Fat Electrician. Okay. The Curse of Beauty. Based on the true story of a once beautiful man who aged into a fat electrician. Because while beauty fades, a good fragrance is forever. And contrary to the name, this is an ever attractive and wearable vetiver-based scent modernized by woody vanilla bean and balsamic myrrh. That's nice. I mean, it's not like too much vetiver. It smells really clean, but a little bit of musk. That's pretty nice. It's not like speaking to me that much, like, ooh, I really want it. But it smells good for sure. Like, I could see giving this to a male friend as long as they don't get offended by the name. Move on to our next bestseller, which is I Am Trash, another name I absolutely love for a perfume. It's also called Les Fleurs de Déchets. This is like really fun. Like, I love doing samples, but the way this little box is set up is really smart and convenient. Alright, I Am Trash. This is really nice and clean. There's something in here that I really like. It's kind of fruity. So this is Floral Woody Fruity, the most wanted scent made from the unwanted. Created in partnership with the award-winning creative network Oligvi Paris, I Am Trash is the first luxury perfume created by upcycling, using trash ingredients to create something truly beautiful. Using exhausted rose petals, already distilled sandalwood chips, and even leftover apples from the food industry to create the most beautiful fruity, floral, and woody blend. Ooh, I like this one. Maybe it's the apple. There's something in there that's like fruity that's really good. This is a nice kind of a clean fruity. It's not super floral. I say it's a clean fruit. We're still on our best sellers. So on to HERMANN MS Coats, also called PARAISSAIT Une Amourette. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna spray a little bit more yellow of a color. Another more gender neutral masculine. Really fresh. I like how different these all are. Okay. This is a fresh woody, an alternative self. Call it by its name or more simply by HERMANN. Either way, those who compliment you are going to need to know which fragrance you're wearing. A cool, sheer, and woody blend that is alluringly mysterious and unlike any other. There's something about it I like. I don't know if I like it enough that I would buy a full bottle, but it does intrigue me. You Are Someone Like You. I think this is the one I first saw with this brand. This name sounds really familiar, at least. Another like really clean floral, like almost soapy laundry dishwash soap kind of a scent. That's nice. Not something I think I would go for a full bottle because it's a little bit too soapy for me. A little bit too clean, but I would totally want to wash my sheets in this. It's nice. So this is a fresh floral possibility in the blue air. The brainchild of Chandler Burr, who's a New York Times perfume critic and author of You Are Someone Like You, is dedicated to the main character of Burr's novel Anne. Noodle Los Angeles Anne dreams of the possibility that lingers in the crisp blue air. The fresh and uplifting aroma beckons aspiring transplants like Anne, like you, or someone like you. That's clever. This is super fresh. Very clean. I could see why a lot of people like that one. HERMANN and this one. HERMANN, I think, is a little bit edgier of a clean scent. This is like super clean. Alright, we have one more bestseller, Une Amourette, or Roland Moret. This one is in a different kind of a bottle in the picture. Has a different packaging. And it has a different label as well. Oop. This has got some spicy muskiness to it, but clean spice. That's really good if you like a spicy scent. I like the direction of this one. So this is spicy, woody, floral. A little love goes a long way. Made in collaboration with fashion designer Roland Moret. This little fling combines, that's what an Amourette must mean, combines spicy cardamom and pink pepper and vanilla and patchouli. It's best spicy fragrance of 2018 by Allure magazine. That is a really nice spice. Usually spicy fragrances are a little deeper and muskier and can be a little sweet with vanilla. But this is like a clean spice. That's a really interesting take. I like this one. I think it's different. Let's see, of the bestsellers, ones that I would pick up a full bottle of, or would really consider it, I don't know if it's gonna happen, would be Remarkable People, I Am Trash, and Une Amourette. Alright, moving on to our scent categories. So I have two that we don't have too many of. I have an Innocently Fresh and a online exclusive. I'm going to go into those first. So the Innocently Fresh one I have is called Cologne. So we're going to start with that. I mean, a lot of these smell fresh to me so far, so meh, this might be super fresh. I'll do Cologne here. That is very citrus, very fresh, very orangey. This smells a little bit like a orange cleaner, citrus cleaner to me. It smells nice, like a very typical orange fresh fragrance. It's pretty simple. It's not my favorite, but I could see why people would like it. It's notorious for being audacious and outrageous, Etat Libre de Orange now presents a proper cologne that achieves the perfection of simplicity. A refreshing burst of blood orange, bergamot, orange blossom enveloped by a clean musk. Yeah, I mean, if you want like a nice basic citrus scent, this is a good option. Not gonna be my pick. I want a little bit more to my fragrances, but not bad. And then the other one I have fit into a category neatly, an online exclusive. This is Divin Enfant. It smells like candy, really sweet and floral, kind of powdery. I like the spectrum that this line really covers. So this is Floral Sweet Tobacco, an ode to those sweet little monsters, children. After the gentle top notes of orange blossom and marshmallow breaks unexpected accord of coffee, leather, and cold tobacco, a shrilling symbol of our sleekness. Nice. That's hilarious. I guess I can kind of get the deeper notes after a second or two. Maybe a little bit of tobacco? Not sure if I'm smelling coffee yet. This smells like something. I actually like this one. It's very different. I've never smelled anything quite like this, but it does remind me of something I've smelled before, if that makes sense. So there are two other online exclusives. Their top pick is the Afternoon of Fawn, which I don't have, but this is an interesting one. I don't know that I would buy it, but it does smell kind of funny in a good way. Alright, now we're going to go back to our strapping leathers. I actually don't have a lot of leather fragrances in my collection or samples, so I'm glad to try this out. I think this is a popular one. Tom Finland. Definitely a masculine fragrance. Oh, it smells nice. Definitely woody and leathery. So it's an aromatic woody leather, an ode to masculine beauty. Tom of Finland is the namesake of a notorious homoerotic artwork series. The clean leather scent starts with a fresh shave of lemon and aldehydes met with quintessential masculine notes of lumberjack forest of birch and pine and a leather jacket of suede, musk, and ambergris. If you like a woody, leathery scent, this is a really nice version. It's not too dark. It's not something I would typically wear, but it smells good. Working through our batch here. Sorry this is a long video, but trying scents takes a little bit of time. Next, same category of leather, we have ATTAQUER les SOLEIL, MARQUIS de SADE. Definitely more like different kind of a wood and a spice. Okay, that's nice. Kind of reminds me of like a lead pencil and a lot more leather. This is a woody, spicy, leathery, a tribute to Marquis de Sade, the father of sadism, the man who wanted to attack the sun and ignite the world, liberate us from our preconceptions, break down the barriers which keeps us from accepting our own desires. We identify with him because we try to do the same. The pleasure and the pain of labdanum. I don't know what that means. This is very woody and leathery at the same time. I don't know that I love this one. The next leather, which is the last leather that I have, it is Rien, R-I-E-N. This is a very yellow color. It is strong. Okay, this is woody, spicy, leathery. They're all like that though. Translating to nothing, Rien is a cheeky name for a potent blend of powerful violet, crisp aldehydes, animalic leather, and addictive musky vanilla dried down, when nothing is everything. There's definitely some flower in here, so I get the violet. It is strong. It's a bit of a darker fragrance. They have an intense incense version, Rien Intense Incense. It's not bad. It's just, I could see wearing this on a night out. Like, that's a little bit deeper. Not bad. Not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. Alright, now we're going to move into Floral Fatale. We have a lot of florals and a lot of subtle sweetness to get through. So let's start with Floral Fatale. Alright, for these Floral Fatale fragrances, I actually have all of them except for their top pick, True Lust, was not included in the set. I'm not sure if it's a little more special because it has different packaging, but we're gonna try Putain des Palaces. I like this experience of this box, but I would prefer to like get a second opinion on whether or not other people like the same scents that I do. I just like having a second opinion. So Putain des Palaces, powdery. Pardon our French, but the seductive boudoir blend of sultry powder, arresting leather, and tantalizing florals is not for the green. A sensuous fantasy that will ignite your inner femme fatale. Okay, yeah, very powdery. It's a little bit like much for me, but it is very feminine. So I could, this description is pretty perfect. It's kind of like a bedside perfume. Like if you were about to get lucky, you put this on, you might feel a little more confident. They might like you a little more. I don't know. It's a very sexy scent, I would say. Not my favorite. I like powder sometimes, but other times I'm not a big a fan. The next one is Jasmin et Cigarette. I'm hoping this is smoky. I like a smoky fragrance. It's a little bit smoky, but also floral. I think it's correct in putting it in the floral section rather than the tobacco or leather section. That's nice, a little bit earthy. So this is the Allura Vintage Hollywood Glamour. Audrey Hepburn, Greta Garbo, Marlene Dietrich. This beautiful jasmine scent plays tribute to the beautiful icons of black and white cinema, smoking their crisp, long tobacco cigarettes. That's nice. I mean, if you really like jasmine, I think you'll enjoy this. It has a nice tobacco accent. It's not like super cigarette smelling to me. Not that I like cigarettes, but I was hoping for something a little bit more smoky and less floral. But I enjoy it. It does smell good. I prefer this over the Putain des Palaces, which was that powdery scent. Interesting. Right, on to Eau de Protection. I don't know what I'm saying. I want to know the English translation with all of these. I should probably tell you who the perfumers are. Actually, they're on the box. So this is a collaboration with Rosse de Palma, which it doesn't say that in my little book. Sorry about that. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. This is a collaboration. Very yellow looking. Eau de Protection. I don't know what I'm smelling. It's kind of orangey. This is a really rich perfume. Perfume of protection, a refuge on the battlefield of love. Breathtaking rose, protected by its thorny stem, is met by a sharp, cold, and metallic prick of blood, with pepper and geranium, and prevailed by strikingly dark patchouli. This is a deep fragrance. It's floral, but also very deep, earthy. It's kind of sickening to me, to be honest. There's a little bit too much of something in here that's kind of turned. I think it's a good description. Like, it's a rose, but it has a lot of green to it. Interesting. Not a fan of that, but it is like a very different kind of a sexy, brooding fragrance. Something you would wear just a hint of at nighttime. Definitely for a certain kind of fragrance wearer. The next one is Archive 69, and this is our last floral. This is a little bit more wearable for me, kind of more woody. Archive 69 is the essence and the flagship address of Etat Libre d'Orange. This is a perfume designed to free the senses, an utterly unique medicinal camphor blend with the spice of pink pepper and incense, all rounded by light floral notes of orchid and sweet prune. I do kind of get that medicinal quality. This is a fresh, spicy floral. Not my favorite, better than the last one. This is very different florals, this whole group. I'd say my favorite out of all of them is Jasmin et Cigarette. I wish it was smokier. The Putain des Palaces is also nice, a little powdery for me. I wish I could try True Less since that's their top pick. But overall, I'm not like super impressed with the florals, to be honest. I think the leathers were more interesting and just maybe a little bit more tolerable for me. Okay, on to our last, sadly, category, subtle sweetness. I have 4 scents, including their top pick. I have Like This, Dangerous Complicity, Yes I Do, in La Fin Du Monde. I don't have the last one, which is Noël au Balcon. You know, it's funny, I thought this brand was all citrus because it has orange in the brand name. I just thought, oh, they all have notes of citrus, that's different. So that's not really true. Okay, we're doing Like This. So this is our subtle sweetness category. This smells like dried fruit, like a dried apricot, or like a baked good with little nuts and fruit pieces in it. A little bit of baked good sweetness. This is a sweet citrus floral, a fragrance that feels uniquely yours and embracingly familiar. A fragrance that feels like being snuggled up in your home. Cozy, skin-hugging sweetness nestled with soft florals and unique orange citrus notes. Yeah. I'm getting like little candied orange vibes. It's good. It's very different. It's a sweet gourmand that isn't too gourmand. I like that one, actually. I don't know that I would buy it, but it's definitely like wanting me to, I want to keep smelling it, so that's always a good sign. So that was Like This. Let's go into Dangerous Complicity. Some of these names, I have to admit, kind of scare me, but they are kind of fun. I'm not smelling a whole lot of sweetness right away. I see it's smelling not on the sweet side, kind of florally. The scent on Skin on Skin, as inspired by Adam and Eve eating the forbidden fruit, and in doing so, complicity took another dimension and became dangerous. An aphrodisiac rush of ginger and rum runs through a fleshly apricot cheek, and the lost innocence of jasmine and osmanthus warmed by cashmere wood. There's a lot going on in here. This smells like not a sweet scent, but like a nicely formulated perfume that has a lot going on. I would say it's more floral, but not overly so. That's a nice scent. I actually think a lot of people would like Dangerous Complicity. A little bit more feminine though. So this says, yes I do, don't get me wrong, baby. That's kind of funny. This smells like fresh floral to me. Maybe, I don't know, a sweet flower? Not overly sweet. The seductive side of the not so innocent mademoiselle. The sweetness of marshmallow and flowered by an elegant feminine bouquet of orange blossom and lily of the valley gives way to a hint of seductive patchouli. This is nice. This is very feminine and smells very floral. I'm not sure I really smell the sweetness. It does say there's marshmallow in there. This smells really good. I could see someone in their 20s really rocking this one. Wear it on your wedding day. It has that white floral scent that I usually really like. This is nice. I don't know. I want a whole bottle of it. It's a little bit strong. Okay, last one. Fin Du Monde. That's nice. A little earthy and floral. There's some gourmandy note in here. There's something. It says sweet, powdery, woody. This is a nice combination. The end of the world. We know the New Testament prophecies. We've heard the end of times. We've seen the apocalyptic films, but one question remains. How will it smell? An ironic blast of popcorn accord, quickly met by a powdery blend of iris and gunpowder, brought through a subdued ending by sandalwood? What? There's popcorn in here? I mean, I love popcorn, but maybe that's the gourmand I'm smelling. This is different. I kind of like it. I don't really know what I'm to think of it. It says it's powdery, but I'm not getting that too much. It's certainly addicting. Like, I want to keep smelling it. I think I'm gonna have to pick my top choices from each category. I may not necessarily buy all of them. Alright, let's do a little bit of a review, round up my first impression, top picks overall, and then kind of by category. I don't have every scent, but I have a lot of them. Alright, so starting with my overall top picks of the ones that I would actually really consider buying the full size of. Remarkable People, I really liked. Oh, I can smell Anomaly now. I'm smelling different things now I'm going back. Anomaly's nice, it's a little bit too clean. Let's do another spray of Remarkable People. It has a really nice effervescent citrus. It kind of lost that effervescent when I went back and smelled it the second time, but I definitely like it. Remarkable People. I Am Trash. That smells really good to me. Floral, woody, fruity. That's really nice. I also like Une Amourette. Une Amourette. There's several of these I could really enjoy if I smelled them over and over again, but those three I really like from this line. I know Remarkable People and I Am Trash are bestsellers, and actually all three I picked are all bestsellers. But I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm not too surprised that I like a bestseller. As far as the other categories, so the new release, She Was an Anomaly. I smelled better after the dry down. It's nice. It's just really, really light and clean. And then for our strapping leathers, I think I liked probably Tom of Finland the most. Just a really nice, clean leather. Well, I think a lot of people will enjoy. The other ones were a little bit much. The florals I had a little bit of a struggle with. I liked Jasmin at Cigarette. And I didn't smell the cigarette as much at first, but now that it's dried down, I smell the cigarette a lot more. So I actually like it more now. I like a different kind of fragrance, and this one is a nice smoky floral. I don't know. I think if it wasn't so jasmine, I would consider this a top contender. For the subtle sweetness, I liked Fin Du Monde. It's It's a little bit out there, a little bit different. Like this is their top pick. I don't know. That one's nice too. Innocently Fresh is, I had the Cologne to try. To me, that one's a little bit of a boring citrus, so I wouldn't recommend. And I had a special online exclusive Divin Enfant. I think it's really baby powdery on the dry down for some reason. I'm not really smelling all the notes that they say are in here. But yeah, that is it for Etat Libre into Orange. Not an easy name for me to say. But I had a lot of fun trying all of these. I'm glad to add these samples to my collection. I think it's going to be a good reference point for me because I know this brand is popular in the fragrance world. And let me know your favorites from this line out of the ones that I've tried or not, whatever. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if there's any that I just need to try a little bit more, wear throughout the day, see what the dry down is like a little bit more, let me know, because sometimes first impressions are not the best way to figure out what I should buy. So I need to probably try a lot of these. But I'm happy to have this set. This is pretty cool. And I love the packaging. It's almost like a game. But yeah, and I'm glad to finally pick up a nice diffuser from Carriere Freres. I hope that works out. And the body lotion, a little bit thick, but hopefully I will get to sleep a little bit faster. Let me know your thoughts below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.